Two guys, one review, one review. Welcome back to Two Guys, One Review. I have to say, I've been anxiously waiting to finally be over with She-Hulk and move on to other TV shows, expand my horizon. But I gotta say, She-Hulk wasn't what I was expecting. I'm actually impressed because I've never watched anything that ridiculous in my 28 years of life. The ending, let's just hop into that and then we'll move into little key points me and Tony will get into. But as soon as they showed the team that was working on She-Hulk and the director was in the room, I was like, finally, they're going to fix this shit. It's been a big, I don't even know what to call it, a vamoose from the start. And She-Hulk's going to go in there and go, this show sucks. This is what we're going to do and get an epic fight scene or something. I don't know. I thought they were going to turn the tables and really fix it. But, it turns out they're just bashing everybody per usual. Short white guy with mommy issues gets superpowers, says the conventional come at me, bro. She loses her job. Her friends keep the job. Some jokes are, kind of funny. Some jokes are pretty fucking stupid, but let's get into this show. Let's dissect this thing and go from there. Tony, last episode thoughts?
I'm with you for sure that it definitely caught me off guard. It had a surprise ending. I'm not gonna say it was a good ending, but it was definitely, when we were drawing up, I wonder how the series is gonna conclude. That definitely was not at all what I could have ever predicted or even come close to. And with that being said, I think it also was a fitting ending. It was not good and it really didn't make any sense, and they kind of half-assed it. But yeah, I think it was a fitting ending for the season one and wrapping it all up, just because it didn't really have any resolution at all, and it left a bad taste in my mouth, much like most of the episodes. So it fit the series well.
Can we just talk about where the fuck Daredevil came from? He just fell from the sky. Where did he come from? Maybe, I don't know. She talked with Kevin, the robot. Maybe Kevin, the robot, just had him spawn in at that location like a video game. But then that opens up, a whole bunch of doors regarding the show in general. Was it real? Was it a simulation? Was Kevin in control? What she did at the end, did that alter the whole, I guess, the whole line of everything that happened in the show? The timeline in general, is it the same thing? Was there a ripple effect? How did she break the fourth wall in that way where everything just panned out to be the way it was? It just made no sense. The Hulk coming in to fight Abomination, Titania, the guy shooting himself up with some crazy gear, and then she's just standing there. This can't be right. Boom, the Disney Plus opening screen. I was like, what am I watching right now? Is Tommy Wiseau helping you guys direct this? I'm pretty sure he's working on this too, because there's no way that people with brains would have came up with a show this ridiculous. I mean, if you go into a comic book store and you buy like 4 She-Hulk novels, I'm pretty sure you'll come up with a story way better written, and a little more effective in terms of, I guess, touching the fan base than this ridiculousness. The lack of intellectual development in the show in general just shows that the writers weren't working on key aspects that would bring people in. It actually brought people out. I know a lot of people are making videos like us and making money off of it, so thank you, Disney Plus. You're giving people opportunity to post videos and get views and get some clout. So thank you, shout out. Maybe we get sponsored by you guys just to talk shit about your videos one day. But you go out there and everyone's critiquing the show. There's a lot of flaws in it, but you learn from failures and move forward. From my understanding, they got the green light to do a season 2. And Tony, what are your thoughts on that?
For one, I'm stunned that this show got renewed. I have no idea how they were able to pull that off. There must have been some good reviews, or they made a lot of money on it, or they had a lot of views or something. I don't know how they ever would have possibly locked that up. As far as season 2 goes, I'm gonna set my expectations unbelievably low, and maybe somehow they will, get exceeded. But yeah, I'm glad. I'm with you, Devin. I'm glad the season is over. I'm glad I have to stop watching that. I was foolishly optimistic throughout the course of the show, the season, that it would get better. And I'm actually glad that it just like tanked at the ending. 'Cause it proved I was just like completely just some false hope in that one. So yeah, I don't know. Season 2 not looking great, but sure, maybe it can't get much worse, you know. So that's something I got going for 'em.
Yeah, totally agree. Guys, I just got to say one thing. I watched this whole show from beginning to end, and after watching it, fell completely short. There was a lot of lost potential. Maybe, in the future, Marvel can look at it, and I bet Netflix is going to be laughing their asses off seeing Daredevil in that show. I mean, the hallway scene in Daredevil is iconic. Every fight scene in Daredevil, the choreography is insane. Very gritty and gruesome. Him coming into this show fighting the lily pads or the tadpoles or whatever the fuck their names was. That was probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, goons with crossbows. Who the hell is going to use a crossbow anyways? But anyways, spooky season around the corner. Me and Tony are going to move into, bigger things. Halloween, we're going to be reviewing a lot of horror movies, horror TV shows. We're going to dedicate October in general for that specifically. I wanna, get you guys going on, the right road, the right pathway. I'm a horror movie enthusiast. I love horror movies, so I'm out here preaching good horror movies you could watch with your bae, your significant other. Maybe you want to scare your dad to death so you could get in his inheritance. I don't know, but anything you want to touch base on, leave a comment. We'll do it. November, we can move into other things. We'll surprise you guys at the end of October. But yeah, when it comes to She-Hulk, Disney Plus TV shows, not really anything I can recommend, to be honest. If you're looking for something to put on just to, leave on the TV to walk around and clean, I guess you could do that. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, but realistically, there's a lot of other shows out there that are pretty good. Banshee, I would recommend that show. And I'm pretty sure Andrew stars in it. Really good actor. What other shows? Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul if you want a lawyer show. But all those shows were, recorded about, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Something like that. Now we're in the, decline of modern cinema days where all this identity politics shit is going on. Maybe we'll review Velma. I really don't want to. I don't feel like having a aneurysm, so.
We might not do episode by episode.
Yeah, maybe we'll just skim through it.
Recap or something.
Yeah.
Ratings. We'll do ratings quick. So, 1 to 5. Last episode, I'm gonna give it a 1. I can't give it a 0 for some reason. I coming off episode 8 too, the one before, I really thought that maybe they would be able to salvage the whole series and the final episode and get some taste of what Marvel used to be and forget all this comedy nonsense and bad writing. They weren't able to do it. So I'll give the episode a 1. Let's turn it over to Devin.
Honestly, I'm going to give this episode the highest rating I've given any other She-Hulk episode to date. I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it a 5 because there's an insane amount of relief. I feel like the weight of the world is off my shoulders and I can actually go back to doing shit I like to do and not sit down for 30 minutes and watch this bullshit. But I'll give it a 5. Jennifer Walters, hey, girl, do your thing, whatever. But I'll give it a 5. 5. And with that, we'll end the She-Hulk whole fucking episodes that we've been doing, thankfully. And, just leave us a like, subscribe, give us a little comment, show us some love. And up ahead, when we start getting, our shit together, we'll get a camera set up, hopefully a nice little table and 2 mics. We have 1 mic right now, so we're in the struggles. Help your boys out. Tony, you want to leave them a little word?
Just like, comment, subscribe. Thank you, everyone, for supporting us and continue to do so. Thanks.